Hello and welcome my beautiful Intentional Attention ASMR collective. Today I wanted to do another what if video. And today's what if video is going to be what if luxury car makers made appliances for the kitchen. And as you can see, I'm on Discord with the Midjourney chatbot already enabled. And I've made a new channel called Auto Appliances. And what we're going to do is we're going to develop a few prompts here based off of 4 different luxury car makers. Now I'm recording this video in the United States, and so my definition of a luxury car maker might be different than yours. So I'm going to dive right in and we're going to see what we can generate. So as usual, we will go ahead and use the Imagine prompt. Okay, and I'm going to really be working on 3 different types of appliances. And these are going to be refrigerators, stoves, and microwaves. So the first one is going to be a refrigerator. So let's make this prompt refrigerators made by, maybe we'll start off with Lamborghini. So let's just go with that and see what we can generate. How fancy of a refrigerator would Lamborghini, the car company, make? And then of course you can always vote inside of the comments and let me know which appliance you would be buying first. It's always fun to see what Midjourney thinks is going to be the way that those designers make their cars, seeing if it's the way they're going to make their refrigerators. Now you notice that I didn't say having one door open. I think that might be really an interesting thing because part of this is all about the design. So let's take a look at these. There are yellow and red, and it's not really quite sure how, these open right here. But these they look like they're pretty cool. Definitely something that I would put in my kitchen for sure. Let's move on and see what it looks like when we do it for Lexus. And I bet you these are going to look fairly distinctly different, but we'll see. I wanted to do 3 different types of appliances with 4 different luxury car companies. And even though I do have the paid for version of the Midjourney bot, it does seem like it's taking a little bit longer than normal, but looks like it will definitely be worth it. I really like when they start to show these really cool backgrounds with them too. So even as this is sort of coming up here, we'll take a look at these a little bit closer here. Now this is refrigerators made by Lexus in our what if category. Wow, this one folds out quite a bit. Look at that. Put your drinks on there. This one's full of vegetables. That's pretty cool. This is like, 3 side by side here with different colors. And yeah, one over here looks like on the plains of the desert or Mars or something like that. Okay, let's move on. Let's give it the Imagine prompt here. And we'll say refrigerators made by, we'll do BMW. Now it'd be interesting to see what, if BMW is going to be radically different than the Lexus and the Lamborghini models. And isn't it funny how design is so much of a thing these days? It's really the differentiator because we have so many so many commonalities of all these things that we share. It truly is a beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to sort of engage in this what if, engage in this creation of something out of nothing. And this is just taking two things, something that we're really familiar with, like refrigerators, and then something that we may not be super familiar with, which is luxury car brands. So these designers get paid a lot more money than we do, for sure. I don't know, man. I think that these are pretty cool. If this slides like this, I think that would be one of the ultimate things for a refrigerator. I don't know what's going on up in this corner. I'm going to leave that one alone. This is cool. It looks very much like the Lamborghini one that we did. And of course we have the stainless steel one with the freezer on the bottom. I don't know. Those are getting pretty close. Pretty close. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more. We'll start with the Imagine prompt here. And we'll say, refrigerators made by Ferrari. Let's see what those Italian car designers can create for us here. And so far we have made refrigerators from Lamborghini, Lexus, BMW, and now we're making one from Ferrari. Now, I'm not really a super car guy. I do enjoy cars, and I really haven't owned a luxury car. I had a BMW that was from the 70s that I built up and then sold, which that was pretty fun. Now Ferrari looks like it's all about the branding. We see this, the yellow and black horse on all of these. They're shiny. They're all new. What do you guys think? Do you like Lamborghini the best? Lexus? BMW? Or Ferrari? I think I probably like BMW. I was really taken with this one here, the one number 3 here on that particular one. That was looked like that was pretty cool, pretty interesting idea, right? So let's go ahead and move on. So I'm going to go to another Imagine prompt here, and I'm going to say stoves made by, and I guess we might as well just keep them in order here and say Lamborghini. And let's see what kind of stoves a Lamborghini designers will create for us. As you have probably figured out now, I'm an INTJ. I like things to be very ordered, so I'm going to keep this this in order since I'm the one creating this ASMR video. And let's see if these stoves are going to look radically different than the refrigerators that those guys helped us make. Yeah, very interesting. Wow. Of course, with these things, you can't really judge it until it's completely done. There we go. Oh, these came with some pretty cool backgrounds. This looks like the front of a car where you would put your, baking or your pizza. This looks like it has a window to see in. So does this one as well, maybe down here. Very interesting. Lamborghini stove. Lamborghini stove. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to what, let's see, Lexus would have us make. So, stoves made by Lexus. Let's see what the Lexus luxury brand car company makes for a stove. And of course, this is your place. So you can mix or match any of these, or you could not use these. They're all very sort of masculine and boxy designs so far, which is really interesting considering that usually, luxury brand cars are kind of going off after sometimes a feminine side, and I don't mean that in any sort of way other than maybe a little bit less boxy. So it'd be really interesting to kind of see what this comes up with. So here we have stoves made by Lexus. Now it's interesting that it's instead of saying what I really was thinking in my mind, which is ovens, this came up with stoves like old stoves, like fire stoves, or what am I trying to think of here? Wood burning stoves, right? These are these ancient models here. I could have also misspelled Lexus as well too. But yeah, this is really interesting. Talk about a way more different vibe, especially as I went from things that are masculine to boxy to things that are a little bit rounder. So, well, I'm not going to spend time going back towards it, but I am going to change the prompt. So let's go ahead and pull up another Imagine prompt here, and we're going to say modern ovens made by BMW. And let's see what kind of modern ovens those create there. And it's funny, when it comes to AI prompting, I mean, this is kind of part of the fun of it, actually. Part of the fun is figuring out what to say and when to say it, and moreover, how to say it. Because what they're referring to as AI is really mostly just scraping at this point, because trying to get AI to replicate an image is really difficult to do because it will get it different every single time. Now here we are at BMW's for ovens. So let's take a look. And this looks way more like a microwave oven. And they almost all look like toasters. I do think this would be very cool to see the perspective of what you're baking in there, like when I bake my lemon bread for you. This one folds down in the top, and you can see what's happening in there. This one looks like you could almost kind of crawl in there, but it does look like a toaster with something you'd pull down right there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we're going to do modern oven made by Ferrari. Let's see what these Ferrari guys have. Now, the last time we did this, when we went to refrigerators were they all had the branding and the logo on it. So let's see if it picks up on that. Here it comes. Oh, and again, it's very, very boxy. The modern ovens almost look like they're little toaster ovens. Wow, number 3 is going to be quite a trip, huh? Boy, I thought they looked like toasters before. They really look like toasters now. And of course, you can already see the branding coming up here. So it's going to be a good one. Here we go. Well, they all have, the horse to be expected. I don't know what's happening here, but that's really interesting. Maybe you pull this up and this is a clear area. This looks like almost like a radio or a oven within an oven. I have no idea what's going on here, but that's what makes it fun. Okay, very good. So we're going to move on to the last item, and I think I'm going to choose to do a dishwasher. So let's go ahead and pull up another Imagine prompt, and I'm going to say dishwasher made by Lamborghini. Let's see what a dishwasher by Lamborghini looks like. And again, if anything strikes you, if anything is interesting, or you have another sort of prompting idea, let me know. Let me know. I like to drill down on these sorts of things, and find really cool stuff the way it looks, and start to mess with the aspect ratio and making it ultra realistic. That's those sort of things. I mean, I have my favorite go-to prompts, but it depends on what I'm using it for. And in this case, it's your relaxation and your entertainment. So if this isn't entertaining, definitely let me know. Wow, look at this. So we have some serious dishwasher action. This looks almost like these two look like turbines in a jet. And I bet you kind of pull it up here and put all your dirty plates and stuff in there. This is probably the most common that we would see now, where you can't see anything happening. This one shows you the inner workings of it. That is actually really phenomenal there. Pretty interesting designs, aren't they? Okay. So now we're going to move on to dishwashers. Dishwasher made by Lexus. And let's see what Lexus has in mind for us. And again, Midjourney seems a little slow today, but it could be just because I'm shooting this on a Friday and there's a lot of internet traffic right now. I don't really know. Now this one is probably the closest that we're seeing so far to an actual sort of existing dishwasher. We see some dishes in there. Of course, the other one didn't have any dishes. And this one doesn't look out of the ordinary of something you'd find at Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. I like the black and orange. I'm kind of a sucker for something, round. This is just looks like a rave. And this looks like a toaster oven. But yeah, those are very, very cool. Very interesting. Oh, BMW. I jumped the gun there. Let's open up an Imagine prompt and do dishwasher by BMW. These guys always keep it fairly classy. And we can probably expect the logo to be on the Ferrari, but we'll see what kind of dishwasher that Ferrari makes in just a second here. If you like these sort of ramble videos that I do along with AI, let me know what kind of subjects you'd like me to talk about. And a lot of times I just kind of do it on the fly, and that's kind of the beauty of this ASMR art, is to do stuff and evolve with it too. Now, I knew that at some point a car was going to show up, because this is just, using a bot to create this. And here we go. It's a BMW. Now, does that look like a BMW to you? Maybe. I don't know. It looks like it's a little bit long, sort of stretched in the image. And these, other three of them have dishes in them. These are just kind of, fancy. I mean, I probably like this one up here. Darker colors. Looks like maybe you could put some extra utensils and stuff down there. So that might be kind of cool. We'll go ahead and do one more here. Dishwasher made by Ferrari. You guessed it. Anyway, yeah, back to whatever subjects you like to hear, whatever you think is relaxing. I could talk about my life. I could talk about my perception of your life. I could talk about where I live. It's really up to you. I do a lot of stuff that's out of my comfort zone for subscribers, and sometimes I ask myself about the motivation behind that. And I would say on one hand, it's really worth it, because this community that has been created around ASMR is a beautiful and wonderful thing. And I get a lot of benefit from all my friends, especially my collaboration friends. That's on a really, really deep level, and I truly, truly enjoy that. Okay, let's take a look at the dishwashers made by Ferrari. A couple of them are staying pretty close to what we think of a dishwasher as being. I bet you if you lift this, that's sort of where it comes up, and maybe the dishes sort of come out that way. Almost in the same way as that, although I don't know what's happening on this side here. It looks a little confused. almost like a bubble here too. But yeah, there you go. Dishwashers made by Ferrari. So, what did you think of my luxury brand appliances? Which refrigerator did you like the best? Did you like the refrigerator by Lamborghini, Lexus, BMW, or Ferrari? And which oven did you like the most? Did you like the oven made by Lamborghini, Lexus, BMW, or Ferrari? And finally, which dishwasher did you like the most? The one made by Lamborghini, Lexus, BMW, or Ferrari? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you more than you can imagine. And I love you so much. Take care of yourself and those you love, and we'll talk real soon.